Get ready. Get ready because we are coming at you hard, man. We're coming at you hard because it's Kizer time. It's Kizer time. And 2022, which company? See, this is the question, and maybe it's a question you don't care about, but it is for me. I mean, who really made a super impact this year in the 2022 production year? For a production knife company. I don't even think there's a discussion. Kizer hit it. I mean, yes, Civivi came out with a lot of different models, so did We Knives and that kind of thing. And, Best Tech some, Artisan some, this and that, QSP and some of the others. But really, I kept getting comments over and over from other guys, okay, that they're really blown away by what Kizer did. And we're going to get into it. We're going to see, I've got a bunch of knives sitting around here that I'm going to slide across this, and we are going to talk about Kizer and what they did in 2022. I mean, I talked to Kizer about, I'm thinking about doing my best of 2022, just knives in general. And they go, which knives with the Kizer would fit into that category? And I go, I thought about it for a while. And I go, oh my God. It's just going to be too explosive. So I really need to do a specialty focus on Kizer 2022. So that's what I decided to do for this. Now I'll do another one about favorite knives of 2022. But the most significant knife production manufacturer in my mind is Kizer for 2022. I mean, what was it, 2-3 years ago? It was like, where did they go? It was like 2019, maybe it was the 2020, and of course COVID and everything, but it just wasn't happening. And they just blown out of the box this year. It's crazy. Look at this. I mean, come on, man. And then I got this the other day because I ordered a Kizer and I got this with it. Oh my God, what was it? What was the Kizer knife? Oh, and I just got this one from Mojave Outdoors, which is a huge Kizer dealer, right? But I mean, with the Mo Club on there, and I shouldn't be pimping Mojave necessarily, except they're all about Kizer. I bought knives there enough. I had a bunch of points built up. And so I got the bag lighter. I got another one. I already got one. I've already got one. Okay. But I had to get another one. And they're like $1.60, $1.50, something like that. And then I had like $70 some in Mo money. And I just thought, holy crap. Yes, this is the knife I want. And I know I'm a bag lighter crazy person, but check this out, S35VN, and I've already done like bag lighter roundup, so if you're paying attention to what I'm doing, that I'm a bag lighter fan. And even way back from the day when they first came out in the Vanguard series, and they were blue and they were brown or whatever, and so did the Doman, and now the Doman's all changed, right? And I don't think I have a Doman of all the things. I don't have a revised Doman. I don't have an LP here either. Okay. But this is S35VN titanium. This is so super light. So we'll talk about it here in a little bit. And you know what? This was interesting. And of course, Civivi's been doing some pouches too. But check this Kizer pouch out. Okay. And so this is a roll, right? And so I guess you can do this or whatever, right? Like that. So this is, but not like they haven't done it before in the denim series. And of course, then another thing, and I got to try and start from the top, but denim series, and then to talk about the sheepdog, how that has changed as well, right? Okay, so let's start and just say Kizer 2022. Not everything that rolls across here is a creation just of 2022, including this. This is not, okay? Let's start with just talking about the fact that Kizer has done so many different things, not just different models, but different orientations on what are they doing, okay? Let's talk about it. First of all, the thing that just flashed by you was denim series, right? Denim series, the Kizer Justice. I mean, when I got this, I think I got this off Mojave. And you know, the thing is, I just really liked it so much. The Feist, but this is the Feist in that denim micarta. And it came with this roll-up pouch. And I was like, what the hell are they doing? I mean, this came out not too many months ago. And it was like, okay, so I can do my little tactical pen in here. And then there's another pocket. So there's 1, 2 thin pockets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for knives, right? The long and the short of it. This goes down behind this front pocket. So, I mean, this as well. Okay, it goes here, but this goes all the way down there. So what a roll up, I mean, a pouch. Instead of just like a normal zipper pouch and stuff, you got this. This is a Kizer Justice, okay? I mean, they had others, right? The bag lighter and all that. This is the Sheepdog, okay? So you have the denim series, and then we'll talk about the morphing of the Sheepdog. But the denim series, right? But then we came into the Raffir series, right? And I actually have 2 of them that I think are really significant. And we're going to have little dust particles, this and that here. The bag lighter, of course, you know, it's like, oh, what a surprise. You like the bag lighter too. The bag lighter too. Button lock. Raffir, okay. Mini Sheepdog. Crazy drop on this knife. Let me see, what was this is S35. Let me see, was this S35 too? Yeah, the S35. So these are 154s, okay? These are S35s. But they did the Raffir series, and this, I mean, the drop is so cool on these bag lighters and these knives that they put out this year. It's scary and it's weird because it seems to have changed, and I don't know what they did to make this different. Now let me pull my camera up a little bit more because I really, I got to get everything in I can get in. So there's that. What happened next? Well, they offered the Rich Light. Now, this is that paper micarta type thing, okay? And then this is a mini Sheepdog, okay? You get that, right? And of course, it's morphed, and we'll talk about that because they got rid of this flipper tab, and then there was no hole, right? That was the old style. Now, they got rid of the flipper tab and put a hole, an oblong. They didn't want to get the spider coat thing going on. But see this? This is removable. You can actually remove this because there's a little hole here. You can actually remove that screw without taking the blade out. You can pull this. And so there is no flipper tab then if you want, okay? And it's in 4V. Okay, so what have they done? Well, they've gone from VG10 to 154 cm. Now, see, that's why I don't like that flipper tab. It makes you back up a long way before it gets over the detent ball. But then the drop is incredible. Okay, 4V, 3V, 154 cm, 20 CV, LMAX, right? And on S35VN. I mean, the steels they've been using this year, they're not just like Nitro V and 14C. You know what I'm saying? They have really been doing a lot of different things. And then, I mean, I got this from Mojave too. Iron Man edition, you know, like the Iron Man, Marvel Comics, etc., etc. Cool gold features on it. Latvin Mini, right? So Latvin, I think, means light wind. And crown spine. And they had these on a special N690, another steel they've been using. more popular probably in Europe than here, right? Okay. This is going to be a mess. It's really going to be a big mess. But also, not just flippers, right? Instead, abandoning the flipper, oblong, kick open, no flipper tab, just a hole, right? Or they've been going to the button lock. And not only just a button lock with thumb studs, but a button lock flipper with thumb studs, and taking the bag glider to the XL, okay? And this, I dyed the scales, okay? But, I mean, my buddy just contacted me through one of the guys through my Instagram, direct messaging, and he got, and it was on White Mountain, I had missed it, carbon fiber scales. Then he got a titanium pocket clip to put on it, okay? I think it's Mr. Roboto, which is Gabe, but I can't remember. It might have been Addicted to Knives. So carbon fiber with and somehow swapped it out with a titanium pocket clip, and just says, wow, how different that is, okay? So now you've got the bag glider, not only in a mini, a standard size, raffia, denim, all this kind of stuff, but you got it in a button lock, a non-flipper, a flipper, a liner lock, a tanto, okay? Oh my God, it's just freaking amazing. And do you want an M390? You can get the mini bag glider, M390, frag pattern, titanium. Look at the drop on this. Nice little drop on it. Not a flipper, not a flipper. And I got this one out of Mojave, you know? I ordered that one, I ordered this one, and now I've got two of these. And this is just way cool. Super light, but really, it's meaty in the hand, really. And this is just way cool. So, okay. So then they did the sway back. I don't have a sway back, so swag's involvement, right? Okay. Then here comes the chili pepper button lock, right? Oh my God. Okay, aluminum 3V. Of course, some were 154, right? Swag's design, the chili pepper in red, in green, black, whatever. I mean, I don't know. But this is the one I opted for because I like the 3V. It's coated blade anyhow, so to hell with it. I'm going to get something that's worthy of, might as well get, if you're going to have coating, get a non-stainless, get something crazy like this. So thumb studs, just so fidget friendly, like this. And front flipper or thumb studs, dual thumb studs. Crazy, insane, okay? So we haven't even started to light this baby up. Talk about sheepdog. Okay, sheepdog knives, right? Chris Conaway and the Deviant. And the Deviant, okay? This is copper with micarta and an M390 blade, okay? And it's a liner lock. Whew. And this is not in the Vanguard series, my friends, but just think, Chris Conaway doing that as well as a sheepdog. And then what happens to the sheepdog? Well, of course, it goes medium size with the no flipper look, right? In the denim or whatever. And then they came out with the XL, okay? The XL. 154 cm Vanguard series, inexpensive, Chris Conaway sheepdog knives, right? So now you can get the XL, no flipper tab. You don't have a flipper tab. You don't need no stinking flipper tab. You know what I mean? And it just drops. It's just like, see, it didn't do this quite like this when I first got it. But then this was kind of weathered out, whitish stuff. And I can't remember what I did, but I got some, I think I hit it. Oh, it had a little, like I thought something, so I put some lube and I decided to hell with it. So I just took my WD-40 and sprayed it in there, like I said on my video for this. And then I got some around the pivot and it darkened. I go, to hell with it. I just sprayed the whole thing with WD-40. And there it is. It darkened it down. And I'll tell you what, the little ring went away and has not come back. And this thing drops like insane. It's just crazy. But here's the thing. Couple years ago, I just had a regular XL sheepdog micarta. Did you see that Mojave had these for $49 each? Green and the brown micarta? I went on there. I posted that on my Instagram. I went on there and bought some of the stuff because they had some stuff up to 50% off. Okay. This had a flipper tab. This didn't have a hole. BJ Hill took off the flipper tab, put a hole in it. Okay. And he was just kind of trying to figure this out, like hole placement and all this kind of stuff. But he did this. I showed this off several years ago that he did this. Now, I think Gecko Customs had done that with the Oblong, and you check out their Instagram as well about what they did, because I didn't know they were involved in doing that too, and they did. And so I don't know if Kizer looked at what BJ did or Gecko, okay? Because Gecko got together with Azo, right, and did the Towser S. We haven't talked about the Towser yet. So here comes the Towser. Towser S, brand new. The drop, look at that. Drop. I mean, so this is smaller, right? So the only things I got on my desk is a crap load of Kizer knives and then my tape and my scale, because I thought I might. And here it is. You know, that's 3 inches at best, a little less than that there. And then under 7 overall length, right? As opposed to the Towser K, okay? Now, bada bing, another series that came in called the Fat Carbon series. Fat Carbon series, okay? So this one is like a 3.4, almost 3.5 inch blade, okay? See, almost 3.5 inch and 8 inches overall length. So this is full size, right? Even down here, it's more like almost 3 3/4 down here. But this is what? It's L-Max. Okay, so now, holy crap, this is insane. That's what I'm saying. Kizer, and look at the drop. Just like the Kizer, just like the S, like the Towser S. Dual thumb studs, it's not a flipper, okay? Reverse finger flick, super easy. The blue Fat Carbon, look at that. And right and left hand, okay? I haven't even done a video on the Fat Carbon series, but I'm gonna, okay? Because it deserves its own statement, okay? Then, I haven't said anything about the October. This October knife is really cool. This is a dock design. I kept thinking maybe Chris Conaway, sheepdog knife, whatever, right? Because it's kind of a cleaverish looking thing. But no, this is a dock design. So is it Dmitry Osarenko? CPM 20 CV, look at the milling on this. And they make it in a darker kind of titanium thing, right, as well. But look at this. Right hand only. Nice. I mean, all kinds of nice. I gotta be careful of this. I just about cut myself on it earlier. It is sharp. It is way ass sharp, okay? And so this, I'd show you how it swings and drops so nice. I just don't want it to swing and drop on me. But I've had the October before in the red micarta with the 20 CV. But you know what? This, I considered whether I was going to pass it on or not, or trade it off, whatever. No, just couldn't. It is just something about it. I really love the milling. I really love the look of this, okay? So this is insane, okay? Now, another thing that I think you might appreciate, and I don't know, this is kind of an individual thing. Some people are digging the Serape series, some people not, okay? Maybe it's a little too bright and colorful. Maybe it's just not your style. I like it. Now, the Serape series was the Kizer Mini Bay, the Kizer Original, and this, the Towser K, and then, of course, the Cormorant, okay? And so the Cormorant was S35VN. All the rest of the knives of the 4 in this series are 154 CM. But it's the Serape series, and, you know, talk about the Cormorant. Oh my God. This way, it's a regular flipper. It's a button lock. It's a front flipper. It's, you know, flickable because of the cutaway in the blade. You can get it in XL. You can get it in those scales that are the PlayStation type, you know, design. So you can get it button lock in the XL. This Serape series, you can get the regular size. You can get this in titanium with milling, titanium without milling, M390. Okay, you can get this in the fat carbon with an LMAX blade. And the fat carbon is a nebula design. Have you seen that? Just a multicolor fat carbon, crazy looking. I know one of the guys that I DM with got it in that, and I'm just like, holy crap, that is really nice. But the Towser, the drop, of course, is there. And the pouch is interesting because instead of a, you know, their little kind of Velcro fold over pouch, they've done these. And then they've just done this. And then they did this, which is got a front pocket where you can put stuff in. It's got a microfiber cloth in there. But you know, you got side pockets in here. So you can put gear in here as well. Maybe like an EDC pocket-sized flashlight or a multi-tool or tactical pen and any of that. Also, you got loops here to put on a belt, a pack, here, and then you got this Mongo type of zipper here. And then inside, there's your pouch for the knife, and then you got this open, and of course, instead of the old open fitted boxes they used to have in the Vanguard series, they have an open tray below, and they're giving you an extra set of hardware in the knife. Instead. So you're getting extra hardware as well. And this is nice. I like these Serape pouches really well. And yes, it does make a difference to me and to other people. I mean, some people are like, I don't care if you wrap it in a tissue and throw it at me as long as you give me a nice knife. Okay, but you know what? I think presentation matters, especially to people that are collectors and, you know, that kind of thing, because they care about having the box, you know, that kind of thing. And they care about how the presentation is. You know, that's all part of it when you're an enthusiast. If you just want a knife and you want to use it and blah, 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 whatever. But enthusiasts and collectors, they like this kind of stuff, and I totally understand it. I do. And Kizer does, apparently, as well. So, I mean, I think that's just out of this world. It really is. And I think this is cool. And my wife, this is probably her favorite, you know, of all the series because it's colorful and it's way cool. And, of course, she wants to steal my Mini Bay, which is probably buried in here somewhere, right? Nope, it's not there. It's probably in here. I don't know. Oh, those are those. Okay, Mini Bay. A non-locking knife, again, another thing to talk about, the mini bay as opposed to a liner lock, as opposed to a button lock, as opposed to a frame lock, as opposed to like a flipper with a button lock or a whatever, button lock with no flipper. Here we have a non-locking double detent, detent open, detent closed, okay? Another knife of interest, and significance in that regard. Just incredible. But one of the most probably loved of the Kizer line is the Feist, the Lundquist design, right? And the Feist, they've been doing everything with it. Titanium, what's this got? Yes, 35, okay. Titanium, micarta, that kind of thing. And then, what happens? Okay, move over, right? What do you think next? The XL. So check this out. There you go. Blue denim micarta. Here's a green micarta. And this is the XL, which you go, bed glider is an XL, okay? That's a 4-inch, 9-inch overall, okay? So this is an XL, but this is an XL. But this ain't an XL. This is 3¼ inch blade. 7.75 overall length. So just under 8 inches overall length. This is 9. Okay? But just fascinating that, I think they're smart in their marketing. Okay? And, oh yeah, check this out. Crown spine, really nice, smooth. Now, this needs to come in, where's my, take this fat carbon, put it on this, and this, and have this as a 20 CV blade steel. Right? Holy moly, but who knows but what that's coming, right? But this is lightweight, front flipper, the Feist, so popular, easy carry, just great. And this one will be one that you'll like because it's just not too out there. It's not too big to carry, right? Now, if you're talking about fat carbon though, look at this. You got the original, right? And this is the dark gold fat carbon fiber. The original, another really interesting model. Super light. This is just insanely lightweight, insanely. And I'm just gonna throw this on a scale real quick. Button lock, ambidextrous thumb studs, right? And what is this? S35, 20 CV. 20 CV. It just gets crazier and crazier. And that's a whole rockin', you can see that, 58 grams. And let's bounce it around to ounces. 2 ounces. 2 ounces. That's it. I can see this going XL, can't you? There's nothing wrong with this knife. There's so much right about it. I think this is one of the most unappreciated Kizer models that's been out there. The original. I think they have this in a Nebula fat carbon as well, okay? But this kind of black gold. But, enough room for your hand, okay? Really fidget friendly. Doesn't need to be a flipper. It's just great. Now, what I was going to say though, talk about underappreciated. And this was another guy that DMs me through my Instagram because we always have interesting conversations. But check this out. The Hiccup. Okay. This is the Hiccup and it's an Azo design. What all you can do. This is of course that dark gold too, right? And button lock, okay? Front flipper, but also a cutaway teardrop kind of shape. Finger flickable, okay? And, you know, easy open and close, very fidget friendly. Oop, do what you want with it. And it's not real big. It's not a real big knife. Maybe this could go XL as well in the future. But really, look at the blade shape. It's just, it makes sense. And it, right or left hand, just amazing. Just amazing. S35 on this one, yeah. But, you know, LMAX, 3V, 4V, I mean, N690, you know, everything, 154, a bunch of 154 on the Vanguard series. Like the Comet, my buddy Paul Munko designed. And so I wanted to throw this in here too with kudos to Paul. So a young guy, musician, singer, super talented. If you've ever seen his YouTube channel, Paul Munko TV, also Colorful Filth, because he's a great artist, actually. He's with graphics, and he's done art for knives. Was it Northern Knives or something like that? That he did graphics for some Kizer knives, and that's how he got into the Kizer thing. And then he actually designed the Comet, okay? So now we have the Comet from Paul Munko, okay? Interesting, all the different collaboratives they've done with different people, with different designers at Kizer, and getting together and even collaborating between designers on a single model, including, and this is one that I just got recently. What an interesting knife, okay, called Slicer. And it's Mikhail Galovic, okay, 3 points. See, I got this one. This is a big knife. And this is pretty cool. Now, it's N690, probably not my favorite steel. I think this appeals more maybe to the European crowd, but it is a lockback, another opening method knife, okay? I mean, have we got it all? Flat grind, this was interesting. This was on Mojave as well. I bought this at a different time. It seems like the more I buy, of course, I got the Iron Man off of Mojave too. And I think I got this Ridgelight one. But Deadpool stuff. You know, not only this, but the Deadpool. But this just was intriguing because look at that. Almost reminds you of a certain type of Spyderco knife. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to capture that in my mind, what it would have been. The Indela or something like that. Flat grind, really nicely shaped blade, which would work well. But G10, I think that's G10. Did they say that? Or was it micarta? No, G10. Okay. But look at that. No, there's some heft to it because of that metal and that lockback and stuff, but that baby is sweet. So another type of, and I think this really feels quality in the hand, okay? But just fascinating. I mean, this has got me, it had me going all year, just like, what's coming out next? It's insane. I was always wanting the sheepdog to morph because of what BJ did with the one that I sent him to mod out. And then they just went crazy with button locks and front flippers and lockbacks and frame locks and, you know, different types of flipper button lock combinations, front lock, top lock like this, the Latvian, and of course the October like this, kind of a very subtle, and or you can kick it from there. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Just there's always something on there. And one final thing I really want to talk about is this, the clutch lock. How do you not bring this into the mix? Okay, this is the drop bear, and you know what? It still has some kind of remnants because I used this to cut some meat, I think, the other day. And I don't know why. It just happened to be in my pocket, so I just used it. What the hell, right? The clutch lock. So this is like an axis lock, piston lock, whatever you want to say, with Omega springs, right? Front and back. And they give you an extra set of Omega springs. Okay? Who does that? Okay. And extra hardware. Right and left hand. Look at that. Kind of pops it with the little purple here, right? Okay. Okay. Now, the clutch lock, extra holes drilled because, you know, it wraps around here. Okay. Hooks around the lock. And then the spring pokes through a hole that's drilled in the liner. And I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, there's multiple holes. If you can see very clearly, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes in there. And so you can put the other end of the spring into further away or closer to adjust the tension, this side and this side. So it's an adjustable tension that gives you a different feel to it. Okay? Who'da thunk? You know? Now, do I have is there a huge difference I can detect? No. But I thought it was very unique that they did that. And remember this one? This is an olden Goldie from like years back. This is a Pinkerton design called the Escort, right? And it was a frame lock. It was a titanium frame lock. I did a review on it. In fact, I had a guy the other day send me the link to that saying, do you still have that knife? And no, I don't, okay? But I do have this Escort. They've updated it, and it is a clutch lock as well. So not only did they do the drop bear, they have now brought the Escort back, Dirk Pinkerton design, okay, see, on the Escort. So it is a clutch lock. So, I mean, where are we with opening methods? I mean, I don't even want to go back to it. I'm just going to bore you to death, right? Because it's just repetitive. But there is so much out there now that Kizer has done this year. I mean, this year. The clutch lock, 2 different models. I mean, this Latvian, Iron Man, okay? And then the Rich Light scales, the Denim series, Serape series, Rafir series, right? The Fat Carbon series, you know, the XL Beg Lighter, the Beg Lighter 2, the Doman, revised Doman, the LP, you know, the Deviant as well, the XL Feist, you know, the Comet came out this year. I mean, just whew, amazing. And of course, this just came out, the Towser S. So I just want to just give the shout out to Kizer. It ain't for the lack of trying, is it? If you haven't been impressed by what they've been doing, then okay. I mean, I get you. Different strokes for different folks. But to me, it's just really blown me away. And so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just too easy to impress. But there's just been so much going on with Kizer. And I'm impressed by what they're doing. Doesn't mean every model they come out with is just that I'm gaga over. I'm not. I pick and choose like everybody else. But I mean, I have to say, looking at the body of work that they've done in 2022, I'm almost terrified by what they might do in 2023. God only knows, but I'm going to do my best to be at the SHOT Show in January of 2023 and take a look at what they're dreaming up for 2023. Wow, it's just, I'm just totally amazed, really am. Maybe we'll see a Chili Pepper XL. Maybe, God only knows. I mean, I just can't even imagine. All right, I'm going to let you go. And happy holidays. And if you see this in March or July or something, happy holidays. I don't care, right? I don't care. But just amazing stuff. You know what we do around here? Somewhere under this mess, it says we love them knives. And we really do, you guys. Take care. Stay sharp.